So, I mean, it's just X, the letter X, and then the AE is like pronounced ash. Um, yeah, and then A12 is my contribution.
Elon Musk, a man who revolutionized space travel, electric cars, and artificial intelligence, is known as one of the most brilliant minds of our time. But what if we told you that his 4-year-old son, X-AE-12, might already surpass him in raw intelligence? Yes, you heard that right. Behind the futuristic name lies a child whose curiosity and abilities have left even Elon in awe. What is it about X that has his father, the genius himself, predicting an unparalleled future for him? Could this young mind redefine the boundaries of genius as we know it? Stay tuned, because what Elon has revealed about X's early brilliance will blow your mind and might even make you rethink what is possible for the next generation. The story of X-AE-12 is only just beginning, and it is already rewriting the rules. X-AE-12 Musk, the uniquely named son of Elon Musk and musician Grimes, is already making waves at just 4 years old. From his name, pronounced X-AE-12, to his rare upbringing, X's life is anything but ordinary. His name itself reflects the distinct worlds he comes from. X symbolizes the unknown variable, AE represents an artistic influence from Grimes, and A12 is a nod to the Archangel 12 aircraft, Elon's favorite plane. This blend of intellect, creativity, and innovation is mirrored in how Elon and Grimes approach parenting, with a focus on immersing X in their dynamic world of technology, business, and problem-solving. Elon Musk, known for his incredible ambition and brilliance, has characterized X as a veritable prodigy, far older than his years with an intellect and curiosity to match. We learned that X is well versed in science, technology, and even the mechanics of business. Whether spectating at meetings at his father's companies, Tesla and SpaceX, or joining him at high-profile events, X is absorbing the world around him like a sponge. Indeed, Elon has publicly declared his hope that one day X will become greater than himself, referring to him as a genius and believing he could carry on his legacy, especially in fields like space exploration. X's public appearances have only heightened interest in the young prodigy. From strolling in on meetings at the old Twitter headquarters, now called X, to engaging with executives at Musk's other ventures, Tesla and SpaceX, X seems at ease in environments that would overwhelm most adults. Various photos taken at these events show him in the presence of his father. In some, he is sitting on Elon's shoulders, imitating his expressions, which have quickly spread across the internet. That Elon chose to put X through these experiences at just a few months old seems like a deliberate effort on his part to train his son for greatness, likely with the hope that he can one day lead Musk's empire. Where most children his age are absorbed in cartoons and crayons, X is already deep in a world of high-tech innovation and ambitious goals. Elon himself has even suggested that X might pick up where he has to leave off if he is unable to colonize Mars in his own lifetime. With a father who mastered rocket science by reading textbooks and a mother whose creativity knows no bounds beyond her imagination, it seems that X-AE-12 Musk is destined for a boundary-pushing future. Whether or not he will follow in his father's groundbreaking footsteps remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, X is no ordinary child, and the world will undoubtedly be watching to see what he does next. But what is it like to grow up under the guidance of one of the world's greatest innovators? Let us take a closer look at how Elon Musk is shaping X's extraordinary journey. Elon Musk, known for pushing boundaries in technology and innovation, brings the same philosophy to parenting. For Musk, raising his children is less about traditional methods and more about immersing them in his world of problem-solving, creativity, and leadership. His son, X-AE-12, is already getting a front-row seat to this unconventional approach. From attending high-profile meetings at Tesla, SpaceX, and X, formerly Twitter, to interacting with influential figures, X-AE-12 is being exposed to a level of intellectual stimulation that few children his age experience. Musk sees parenting as an opportunity to nurture curiosity and independence rather than enforcing rigid rules. Elon's approach to parenting mirrors the environment he thrived in as a child, a world filled with books, exploration, and opportunities to learn by doing. X's exposure to Musk's fast-paced, innovation-driven life is deliberate. Whether it is observing meetings at corporate headquarters or tagging along to business events, X is soaking in lessons on leadership and innovation at an age when most children are just learning their ABCs. Musk believes that hands-on exposure is the best way to foster creativity and critical thinking skills, and he considers it essential for solving the world's biggest challenges. Musk's co-founding of the experimental Ad Astra School in 2014 is a cornerstone of his parenting philosophy. Originally launched to teach his own kids, the school emphasizes a curriculum intended to develop curiosity, problem-solving, and collaboration. It focuses on real-world problems and futuristic thinking rather than rote memorization. This unconventional school culture exposes X, and Musk's other children, to creative thinking and independent learning, which in turn develops their resilience. Although some might view Musk's parenting approach as odd, it just goes to show how he believes in equipping his children with the skills required for an endless future. Photos of X accompanying Musk to high-profile meetings or comfortably riding on the top of his dad's shoulders at public events suggest not only a close bond but also a conscious attempt to expose X to both the rigors and the joys of leadership, creativity, and invention. Musk's bold vision for embedding X into his professional life goes far beyond mere memories. It is an active effort to seed the perspectives and relevant skills to address the most pressing issues facing humanity. Musk's philosophy on education mirrors his belief that exposing children to knowledge and problem-solving early in life is important for giving humans the tools to unlock their potential. It is likely that the environments his children are exposed to, including his own, are characterized by innovation, collaboration, and bold thinking, which in turn lays down the scaffolding for creativity and resilience. It is impossible to know whether X will pursue his father's goals or choose something completely different, but one thing is clear: Musk is laying the groundwork for his children to excel in a fast-moving world. Parenting in the Musk household is less about nurturing in the conventional sense and more of an investment in a future that is shaped by curiosity, determination, and the relentless pursuit of progress. At just 4 years old, X-AE-12 Musk is already demonstrating a level of intellect and curiosity that sets him apart from most children his age. Elon Musk has openly expressed amazement at his son's grasp of complex subjects like science, technology, and even business mechanics. Unlike other children whose lives revolve around typical playtime activities, X has been immersed in a dynamic world filled with groundbreaking ideas and innovative problem-solving. This unique upbringing has allowed X to witness firsthand the ambitious projects driving Musk's vision for the future, giving him a rare and transformative perspective at such a young age. X's ability to adapt to environments that challenge even the brightest minds highlights the deliberate nature of his exposure to Musk's professional world. From attending meetings at SpaceX to observing the intricacies of Tesla's operations, X appears to thrive in settings where bold ideas are discussed and acted upon. Viral images of X confidently engaging with these experiences reflect his comfort in environments that would overwhelm most adults. Musk's approach ensures that X is not only absorbing knowledge but also gaining insight into the mindset required to address complex global challenges. Whether through observation or direct interaction, X is already learning how to navigate a world defined by innovation and progress. X's intelligence and interests are being shaped at a staggering speed, Musk has said. X has an unusual ability at his age to focus and understand concepts that are well beyond the norm. Elon says that X has a keen interest in engineering and design and frequently accompanies him as he works on projects involving Tesla and SpaceX. The joke is that X, which Elon has said reminds him of himself at that age, appears to have started earlier only with sharper edges. X's cognitive potential could pave the way for innovation and problem-solving that compete with the best minds of today if these observations hold truth. Elon has also been clear that he is not about to put pressure on X to follow in his footsteps, despite his remarkable signs of genius. Instead, he is creating space for exploration and discovery and letting X gravitate toward his interests naturally. This approach follows Elon's belief that passion and curiosity are the real keys to success. And while it is way too early to say what X might accomplish, there are a few things that are clear. His early flashes of brilliance, coupled with the unique opportunities afforded to him in this life, mean you can expect to hear a lot more about X-AE-12 Musk in the years to come. X-AE-12 Musk has already captured global attention, not just for his unique name but for the extraordinary potential he seems to embody. As the son of Elon Musk, one of the most brilliant minds of our time, X has an unparalleled environment to nurture his natural curiosity and intellect. Elon's own childhood was marked by early signs of genius. By the age of 10, he had taught himself programming using a manual, and at 12, he sold his first video game for $500. These achievements laid the foundation for a career that would redefine entire industries. Now, Elon himself has hinted that X is starting to show similar, if not greater, potential, a sign that the apple may not fall far from the tree. What sets X apart is the unique environment he is growing up in. Unlike most children who might learn through traditional schooling, X is immersed in the world of cutting-edge technology and business innovation. His father's ventures, from Tesla and SpaceX to Neuralink and the Boring Company, are all at the forefront of human progress, and X has been exposed to them from an incredibly young age. Elon has shared stories about X's deep interest in mechanics, science, and even business strategies, interests that mirror Elon's own passions as a child. This kind of exposure is not only shaping X's intellect but also giving him a hands-on education that is truly one of a kind. While Elon Musk's upbringing revolved around an insatiable appetite for books and a largely self-directed approach to education, X has the advantage of a wider spectrum of opportunities and mentoring. Elon was obsessed with learning whatever was possible. It was not that he mastered complex subjects such as rocket science or artificial intelligence, he simply was curious and worked hard. In a similar fashion, X seems to have picked up this habit of seeking awareness, but with the benefit of being plugged into world-class innovators, engineers, and scientists directly among Elon's network. Between this natural capacity and a setting built for the work of intellect, X might just become one of the most impactful humans of the next age. And Grimes, X's mother, is a creative artistic genius whose creativity perfectly complements Elon's scientific genius. The legacy of brilliance is not just handed down from Elon. Combined, they provide a more balanced but unconventional upbringing that encourages X to think outside the box while developing an understanding of the complex challenges that are impacting the world. If he does not accomplish some of his loftiest pursuits, colonizing Mars, for instance, Elon himself has been confident X could carry the torch. An idea you are familiar with can peek through another's face, and there is at least one underlying sense behind this confidence. X has a unique potential, the kind that positions him not only as the heir to Elon's empire but potentially as a definer of the future of humanity. X-AE-12 Musk's life is not just shaped by his father's groundbreaking technological pursuits but also by the artistic influence of his mother, Grimes. As a musician and visionary artist, Grimes brings a unique creative energy to X's upbringing, offering a blend of artistic expression and imaginative thinking. Her influence is evident even in X's name, where AE reflects her artistic input and nods to her fascination with futurism and symbols. Grimes' creative spirit complements Elon Musk's scientific mind, creating a dynamic parental duo that provides X with a foundation rooted in both logic and imagination. Grimes' artistic influence is not limited to naming conventions, it extends to the environment in which X is being raised. Known for her avant-garde style and futuristic themes, Grimes embraces creativity as a tool for exploration and self-expression. This artistic perspective provides balance to the highly analytical and structured world of technology that Elon Musk brings to the table. Together, they create an environment where X is encouraged to think outside the box, combining the precision of science with the limitless possibilities of art. In the creative work Grimes does in her career and her creative projects, she teaches X how to innovate without the restrictions of discipline. Whether it is through her music, which is often inspired by potential themes involving artificial intelligence and space, or by being on the ground floor of exploring futuristic concepts, Grimes makes sure that X will be exposed to examples of how creativity has the power to shape the future. Her creative vision complements Elon's technological purpose, facilitating a multifaceted problem to treat innovation that could propel X to produce a fresh outlook on point solving. By combining the artistic with the technological, Grimes and Elon Musk are providing X-AE-12 a childhood that will prioritize the importance of both creativity and intelligence. Such a mix of influences might arm X with the tools to backtrack and innovate in a swiftly transforming landscape. While Grimes relentlessly bakes X's worldview into existence through her avant-garde taste and futuristic vision of the future, she and Musk need to remind each other that the other half of the parent duo has to help balance creativity with analytical thought, likely giving him as offbeat a journey through life as his name would indicate. Born to parents who exist in two separate but parallel worlds, X has a legacy to inherit not just of genius but of limitless creativity. With creativity and technology shaping his every step, how is X being prepared to navigate a world defined by bold ideas and groundbreaking innovation? Let us find out. From the moment he was born, X-AE-12 Musk has been surrounded by a world that thrives on innovation and disruption. Unlike most children who experience the world through playdates and preschool, X has spent his formative years immersed in the bustling environments of Tesla, SpaceX, and Elon Musk often brings X along to his workplaces, where the child is exposed to groundbreaking technologies and ideas on a daily basis. Whether it is observing discussions about interplanetary travel or witnessing the development of self-driving cars, X is growing up in an environment where innovation is the norm, not the exception. What sets X's experience apart is the hands-on exposure he receives to cutting-edge projects. At SpaceX headquarters, for example, X is not just a visitor, he is an observer of real-time problem-solving and engineering feats. Elon has shared stories of X sitting in on meetings, asking questions, and even mimicking his father's curiosity about the mechanics of rockets and robotics. In one memorable moment, X was spotted at Tesla headquarters, casually observing engineers working on projects that will shape the future of transportation. This kind of early exposure not only nurtures his innate curiosity but also provides him with a foundation of knowledge that most people do not acquire until much later in life. And outside of the technology itself, X's exposure to these environments gives him a lens into the culture of innovation that Elon is cultivating. Whether that is people pushing the boundaries of sustainability through Tesla or revolutionizing rocketry with SpaceX, X is pulled by those in a quest for the alternative and those with the momentum towards harvesting the innovation needle and addressing some of humanity's largest challenges. Elon's method of pulling together teams to develop X, formerly Twitter, feels very much like his approach to leadership: immersive, engaged, and craft and analysis-oriented. Such an atmosphere of innovation is probably influencing his son's perspective, instilling the ambition to think big and to see problems as avenues for development. Adding to the gravity of X's immersion in innovation is the fact that Elon himself takes an active role in nurturing his son's natural curiosity. Elon not only does not protect X from the intricacies of his work, but he engages him in conversations and situations that spark his creativity. Learning about renewable energy, artificial intelligence, and interstellar travel. X is growing up on the front row of the future. As he continues to soak up information and formulate an understanding of the world, it is not difficult to envision X following his father's lead or possibly going a completely different route of innovation that leads all of humanity into territory we have only imagined. Elon Musk's genius did not emerge overnight. It began taking shape in his early years, fueled by an insatiable curiosity and an extraordinary passion for learning. As a child growing up in South Africa, Musk devoured books on a variety of subjects, ranging from science fiction classics like The Lord of the Rings and The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy to technical manuals on programming. By the age of 10, Musk had already taught himself computer programming using a manual for the VIC-20, a testament to his ability to master complex skills independently. This early foundation of knowledge would prove to be instrumental in his future as a world-changing innovator. At just 12 years old, Musk demonstrated his entrepreneurial spirit by creating and selling his first video game blaster for $500. The game, though simple by today's standards, showcased his early aptitude for both technology and business. While most kids his age were focused on homework or hobbies, Musk was already laying the groundwork for his future career, proving that he could turn his ideas into tangible, valuable creations. This small milestone was an early glimpse of the genius and ambition that would later define his extraordinary success across multiple industries. As brilliant as he clearly is, Musk's college years were unremarkable. His grades were good but not great, and he was not a standout star student. But what distinguished him was his thinking outside the classroom box and his ability to seek knowledge on his own. Until his late teens, Musk was desperate to escape South Africa and try his hand in North America. Exploiting the citizenship of his mother, who was born in Canada, he traveled to Canada, eventually going to Queen's University and transferring to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned degrees in physics and economics. Even in college, Musk was able to support himself with entrepreneurial antics such as throwing ticketed house parties. Elon Musk's early years were characterized by boundless curiosity, a relentless drive to learn, and a willingness to take risks, traits that remain at the core of his identity today. From teaching himself computer programming as a child to taking risks in pursuit of ambitious ventures in his 20s, Musk's journey embodies his talent for dreaming big and acting resolutely. From his early days of education in Pretoria to his ventures in America, these pivotal moments influenced the vision we recognize today and served as the groundwork for his revolutionary accomplishments in transportation, renewable energy, and advanced technology. Musk's narrative reminds us that genius is not only a matter of talent, it is about the nurture, development, and application of that talent to make a better world. Is X-AE-12 the heir to the Musk empire? As the child of one of the most visionary minds of our time, X-AE-12 Musk has naturally become the subject of speculation regarding his future. Many are already asking whether X will one day step into Elon Musk's shoes and continue his father's groundbreaking work across industries like space exploration, renewable energy, and artificial intelligence. Elon himself has hinted at this possibility, describing X's natural curiosity and intelligence as traits that position him uniquely to take on such responsibilities. However, while the idea of X inheriting the Musk empire might seem inevitable, Elon's approach to parenting suggests that he is more focused on nurturing X's individual talents and interests rather than grooming him to follow a predetermined path. Elon Musk's parenting philosophy revolves around fostering curiosity and encouraging his children to explore their passions. Rather than pressuring X to become a carbon copy of himself, Elon seems intent on exposing him to a wide range of ideas and experiences. Whether it is attending high-profile meetings or touring Tesla and SpaceX facilities, X is growing up in an environment that values creativity, problem-solving, and the pursuit of knowledge. Elon has even remarked that if he does not reach Mars in his lifetime, he is confident that X could pick up where he left off. This statement reveals not just Elon's faith in his son's potential but also the long-term vision he has for humanity's future, a vision in which X could play a central role. What makes X's potential so exciting is both the genetic gift he has inherited and the environment that is being offered to him. X comes from a lineage of innovation. His father Elon Musk is an entrepreneurial genius, and his mother Grimes is a musical prodigy. X's diverse background gives him a unique viewpoint that blends creativity. What is more, X is growing up in the company of some of the most brilliant minds the world has ever known, engineers and scientists and visionaries who are stretching the limits of what humanity is capable of. This unique exposure to the leading edge of innovation and thought leadership might allow X not only to inherit Elon's empire but also to redefine it in ways we cannot yet conceive. It is easy to see X-AE-12 as the obvious successor to the Musk dynasty, but keep in mind that Elon himself is a staunch meritocrat. Instead of passing his legacy and property over to one man, Elon may leave it to X to make himself worthy of such a title. This approach is consistent with Elon's belief that hard work, creativity, and perseverance are the keys to success. Whether X follows in his father's footsteps or takes a different path altogether, all signs point to an educated start to make a meaningful impact on the world just like his dad. And something tells me whatever he contributes in life will only be possible based on the building blocks laid for him as a child. What role could X play in the unfolding story of one of the world's most groundbreaking families? Let us take a closer look. The future of the Musk dynasty has already been marked by Elon Musk's revolutionary contributions to technology, energy, and space exploration. However, the legacy now extends beyond Elon, with his son X-AE-12 emerging as a potential torchbearer for the Musk dynasty. While Elon has achieved feats that once seemed impossible, from launching reusable rockets to revolutionizing electric vehicles, he has hinted that his vision for humanity extends far beyond his own lifetime. Elon's confidence in X's potential is a testament to the idea that the Musk dynasty is just getting started, with future generations poised to expand and evolve its influence. X-AE-12's upbringing is positioning him to contribute to the Musk legacy in a way that could redefine its scope and impact. Beyond being exposed to the inner workings of Tesla, SpaceX, and other ventures, X is being raised in an environment where unconventional thinking is not just encouraged but celebrated. This unique perspective fosters an understanding that problems can be tackled from multiple angles and that solutions can often be found outside traditional frameworks. Elon's hands-on approach to parenting ensures that X is not simply being prepared to maintain his father's achievements but is being equipped with the tools and mindset to innovate in ways that could expand the family's influence far beyond its current frontiers. In this way, X is being shaped not just as an heir but as a trailblazer in his own right. X's potential to capitalize on Elon's success stems not only from his surroundings but also from the rare constellation of characteristics that he inherited from both parents. While Elon's visionary brain and indomitable work ethic may be one source of inspiration, X is also influenced by his mom Grimes' artistry and creative spirit. This synthesis of science, technology, and artistry could encourage X to think differently. He might fuse his father's obsession with addressing global problems alongside his mother's creative instinct to open up new avenues. All of these influences could combine to lead X to become not just a successor to Elon but a successor to leadership itself in an ever-shifting world. With the Musk dynasty expanding, it is clear that its impact will extend beyond the life of Elon. Whether that future involves rockets, the surrounding of new industries, or something in between, X-AE-12 will grow up with the tools, resources, and inspiration to build what is outwardly noble. And with Elon's other progeny perhaps taking their turns, the Musk tribe could be a multi-generational engine of progress and innovation. Raised in an unprecedented matrix of innovation and creativity, they embody the power of a mind prepared to confront the toughest challenges facing humanity with a new approach. The reasons why will reveal themselves in time, but presumably, conspicuously, it is that we are all consigned to be led by the Musk dynasty into the future of humanity for at least the next few decades. Of course, the question remains how much of this future is predetermined and how much is up to X-AE-12 himself. While the Musk name carries immense weight, true legacy is not just inherited, it is built. As much as he may be shaped by his father's genius and his mother's artistic depth, X will ultimately have to decide what kind of impact he wants to make. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the future of the Musk dynasty. What do you think about Elon Musk's bold claims about his son X-AE-12? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing content, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. And before you go, check out the next video on your screen. It is one you will not want to miss. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.